It's Saturday, December the 10th. We've reached the Final Four, the 5th round of the playoffs. What a great time for football and barbecue.
Hi, I'm Jeff McCourty. Welcome to Texas Passions.
I'm at DKR, Darrel K. Royal, Texas Memorial Stadium, on the campus of the University of Texas. This is the home of the Longhorns. This old stadium has seen a long list of great football games. Today it plays host to the Allen Eagles and the Woodlands Highlanders. Terry Gamble is in his first year as head coach of Allen. He was their defensive coordinator from 2001 through 2009. Then he took the head coaching job at Waco Midway. Allen comes into this game with a perfect 14-0 record on the season. In fact, they've won 70 of their last 71 games. They were 3-time defending state champion, winners of 57 games in a row when they lost to Westlake last season in the Final Four. Mark Schmidt is in his 13th season as head coach of the Woodlands. He was their offensive coordinator and quarterback coach for the 9 seasons prior to that. The Woodlands has made the playoffs every year under Coach Schmidt, but they've never gotten any farther than the Final Four. Current temperatures in the low 50s. It's overcast, so the temperature's not going to get much higher today. Not much of a wind, so weather's not going to be a factor in this game. 64 teams in each division started the playoffs 4 weeks ago. Now we're down to only 4 teams, and these are 2 of the very best. The winner of this game gets their ticket punched for the state championship game at Jerry's World next week. The losing team will have to buy tickets to that game or watch it on TV. Allen has been on a mission all season. They want to reclaim what they lost to Westlake in 2015. The Woodlands is hungry for their first taste of that state championship. This should be a good one. Part of my pregame ritual is to eat barbecue. The teams are going to be headed to the locker room to finish their pregame ritual. So let me take a moment to tell you about that barbecue.
Black's Barbecue is located at 3110 Guadalupe Street. At least the Austin incarnation of Black's Barbecue is located just north of the UT campus. The original Black's opened up in Lockhart, 30 miles south of Austin, back in 1932. That's where their pits are, and that's where the actual cooking is done. Barbecue is hand-delivered to be served at their outpost in Austin every day. That's one way to maintain consistency between restaurants. I ordered my usual half-pound of moist brisket, a couple of pork spare ribs, and their pecan cobbler. The brisket had a nice bark and a deep smoky flavor, very moist and tender, but perhaps a little too tender if that's possible, as it sometimes crumbled. The ribs were meaty and full of flavor. The meat easily pulled from the bone, but was just a wee bit chewy. Their sauce was a typical sweet red sauce that had no extra zing. The pecan cobbler was excellent. Black's is a good-sized dining area inside and another covered area out back for when the weather is nice. Parking can get tricky at that neighborhood at times. The counter staff is very friendly. While there are other joints in the Austin area serving better barbecue, Black's Barbecue is very tasty, and it's a good place to take friends and family.
This barbecue was good. I'll give it a single hook'em.
Grant Milton played linebacker for the Woodlands. In a playoff game in Waco on November 27th, he sustained a serious head injury and had to be rushed to a local hospital for emergency surgery. He remains in a medically induced coma, but has shown improvement every day. His family listened to the game against Allen at his bedside and reported his vital signs spiked when the Highlanders fight song was played. A GoFundMe page has been set up to help his family with medical expenses. Many of the Woodlands fans wore a number 21 jersey in his honor. Allen received the opening kickoff and began a march downfield. Passes from quarterback Mitchell Gronke to Josh Cornell and runs by Brock Sturgis gave the Eagles a first down on the Woodlands 19. The Highlanders' defense stiffened and Allen was forced to attempt a field goal. The 32-yard kick was no good, and the Woodlands took possession on their 20. The Highlanders steadily moved downfield with a mixture of runs and short passes. Keshawn Carter went in motion, received a short push pass from quarterback Eric Schmidt, and ran through the Eagles' defense for a 28 yards to the Allen 14. 2 runs by Carlos Ramos put the ball in the end zone, and the Woodlands on the scoreboard at 7-0. Jonke tried to throw deep for Allen, but his pass was picked off by Ethan Bonner. Schmidt moved the chains on the ground and through the air. The Highlanders were forced to settle for a 39-yard field goal. As the second quarter began, they led 10-0. After stopping the Woodlands on 4th and short, Kirby Bennett burst up the middle for good yardage. Jonke connected with Josh Cornell and Tevin Stevenson to keep the chains moving. Allen had 1st and goal on the 7 when the Highlanders' defense stiffened once again. The Eagles made a 27-yard field goal to push the score to 10-3. The Woodlands returned the kickoff to the 18. A run by Ramos picked up a first down on the 32. Dylan Casey got behind the Eagles' defense, and Schmidt hit him in stride for a 68-yard touchdown. The extra point made the Highlanders ahead 17-3. The Woodlands got the ball back as the clock wound down in the second quarter. Schmidt hit Carter on the sidelines to set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Highlanders kicked a 24-yard field goal to go into the halftime with 20-3 lead. The Woodlands started the third quarter with the ball on their 25. On their third play, Eric Schmidt lofted the ball deep. Keshawn Carter ran past 2 defenders for the catch, then turned on the Jets for a 72-yard touchdown. The extra point was blocked, but the Highlanders led 26-3. A nifty punt return by Carson Schlecker gave Allen some momentum. Mitchell Jonke found Theo Weiss in the end zone for a 32-yard touchdown to make it 26-10. The Eagles later tacked on a field goal to make it 26-13. Early in the fourth quarter, Schmidt scrambled, then passed to Casey for a first down. Schmidt found Carter on the 9 for 1st and goal, then threw to Cannon Tasker for an 8-yard touchdown. The extra point made the score 33-13. Jonke scrambled to make big first downs. Deep in Highlander territory, Jonke's pass was almost intercepted, but caught by Josh Cornell on the 2. Jonke ran it in to cut the lead to 33-20. The Woodlands tried to eat up clock but were forced to punt. Schmidt's pooch punt was downed on the Allen 1. The Eagles moved the ball out past their 20. Jonke was sacked on 3rd down, and his arm was hit as he tried to pass on 4th down. The Highlanders took possession. Allen burned up all of their timeouts, and the Woodlands kicked a 30-yard field goal to make it 36-20 with just 3:02 left to play. Jonke led Allen downfield on a desperation drive. He threw a dart to Schlecker for a first down on the Woodlands 12. He found Weiss in the corner of the end zone for a touchdown, then passed to Stevenson for the 2-point conversion. With only 51 seconds left in their season, Allen cut the lead to 36-28. Their only hope was an onside kick, but it was recovered by the Woodlands. The Highlanders lined up in the victory formation to kill the clock and to Allen's season. With the win, the Highlanders advance to their first state championship game, where they will face Lake Travis. Allen is to be congratulated for their tremendous season. They simply ran into the Woodlands team that was hungrier. The Eagles were dominated on both sides of the ball and fell into a big hole they could not climb out of. Their rally came too late. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.